That's it. It was just that down here, the more, and you just go live.
So then over here,
She already had it.
we should just have,
Yeah.
she does join a meeting or does she?
No,
just sign?
because she's not gonna be in the meeting. Is she?
Well, similar to a Zoom.
We're not having Zoom hearings.
So
Otherwise,
it's just gonna broadcast the courtroom.
I guess.
And it'll pick up audio off of,
Up in here. So they have to log on to YouTube
to watch it.
to get it, yeah.
Broadcasting through that browser.
Just thinking that because I said that we have to give them.
Can you watch other videos or is it just that one? Because the browser can't play it. That might be like
Let me see.
a flash problem more than, it might be a broadcast problem, but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's because that's the one that's broadcasting live. So if you open a new tab, go to that same one part, show you the videos. Like that. I don't know if you subscribe. I'm not sure. I would suggest it.
Go to, looks like right here. And make that big if you can. So we have that covered, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what people are, that's what they'll see once we're ready to go.
So we're good?
So we're good.
All right.
Once we take that cover off, yes.
Are we muted?
This one is.
So we'll have to take it off,
Yes.
unmute so that they'll be able to hear once we're,
All right, so.
right here.
So it's not a.
It's not unmuted. No, we are not muted, just so
Okay, so we're
everybody's
good
aware.
like that?
Yes, we are
We're
not
good?
muted.
We'll save the radical
Can you
ideas
mute it?
for later.
If you remind me to unmute.
Sorry.
Okay, so you're here, looks like there was a warrant that was issued when you failed to come to court. Previously, this is an unlawful trespass and a second degree charge. Are you pleading guilty to this today?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions about your rights?
No,
Okay, did you have any questions about the rights you're given up when you plead guilty to this?
no.
Prosecutor's recommendation here is 2 days in jail, 0 days suspended, which means there's no monitoring or probation of any kind, $250 fine. Is that your understanding of what the recommendation is?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also understand that I don't have to follow that recommendation?
I understand that.
Has anyone made any threats or promises that you're
No, ma'am.
guilty? By pleading guilty, you'll owe fines, and this court, you acknowledge those fines, and can you pay for those?
I don't currently have a job, so no, I won't be able to pay for that.
How long have you been out of work?
Since August,
Okay. What was your line of work previously?
I put in, countertops and cabinets.
Okay. Are you in the position where you can try to find a job here soon, if I give you a few months to be able to make payments, or is there some reason why you can't work?
I mean, I assume I'll be able to find a job. I just have to get out.
Okay. And regarding getting out, do you have other things holding you besides this?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long do you think you'll be held?
I have no idea.
Are there felony matters?
DOC.
DOC,
Oh,
believe.
okay.
He doesn't know how this charge is gonna affect DOC punishment.
I see. Okay, thank you for that. Let's see. Promises. Your statement here is on November 14th, 2018, in Pasco, Washington. I intentionally entered another person's car without permission. Is that what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will find that you're making this plea freely and voluntarily accept your guilty plea today. And regarding the sentencing, I will follow the recommendation. I'm going to impose the 2 days in jail. And you have no credit yet, correct?
Actually, this is Evan's correct? He has a total of 3 days credit.
Okay. So your 2 days you'll be given credit for those, okay?
Okay.
Just looking at your other financial obligations. Are you making payments on any of those other financial obligations, or are you behind on those?
I think I'm behind.
Okay, then I'm not gonna charge you anything else on this. There's gonna not be a fine, no court costs. I'm gonna make a finding that as of right now, you're indigent, at least for this period of time, okay? So, your sentence will be done after we calculate the credit for these 2 days, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. No new criminal law violations. Take care of those other matters, okay? And I think that's it. Oh, check that. It seemed too easy for me.
Let me take a look at I got you here. Excellent job. Yeah.
Okay, and are you Christian Munoz Valdez?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, you are here on a charge of possession of stolen property in the 3rd degree. Any questions about your rights this morning?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and I also see a statement of defendant on plea of guilty. Is it your intention to plead guilty to this charge?
Yes, ma'am.
And any questions about your rights that you're giving up by pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Okay, the prosecutor's recommendation here is 5 days in jail, a $500 fine, and the additional court costs that go along with that. Jen, is that your understanding of what the recommendation is?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you also understand the court does not have to follow that recommendation? I can impose the maximum.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to plead guilty today?
No, ma'am.
By pleading guilty, you will owe fines in this court. Do you acknowledge those fines, and can you pay for this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your statement is on September 20th, 2020, in Pasco, Washington, I was in possession of stolen property. Is that what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I'll find that you're making us plea freely and voluntarily accept your guilty plea today. And regarding sentencing, I'm gonna follow that recommendation. We'll impose the 5 days. How about Munoz Valdez? Does he have any credit?
0 credit, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll post the 5 days. I'm gonna suspend no days, which means there will not be any probation or monitoring on this matter. Just do your 5 days and then you'll be done, okay?
Bring out 1 day credit.
He actually was not in custody on this charge, Your Honor. We brought him up as a courtesy.
You can ask the jail to revisit.
Okay. If the jail can apply that, then they could do that, but, at this point, it's not showing on record, okay? Okay, so 5 days to serve, your fine's going to be $500. Let's see, jail costs will be, is it 50 a day?
I believe so.
Let's see, there'll be a conviction fee of 43. So, are you gonna be in custody for a while, sir?
Yeah, he doesn't actually have any other, if you look at his criminal record, he has a warrant in Benton County for an older theft. He has tried to turn himself in on that theft, he knows about it, but the jail will not take him because of the COVID situation. And that's true, they're not booking anybody on standalone unless it's a DUI or domestic violence.
Okay,
So he would be done today, I think.
okay. And are you working right now?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Your fine, with your $500 fine and those court costs, your total is gonna be $793. I'm gonna give you a few months before we start those payments. Is April enough time, do you think?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and I'll set it at 25 a month. You can always pay more if you can, okay?
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Okay, April 20th will be when you start that payment. You know, he hasn't talked to Mr. Huey yet, so I would say,
Probably gonna take a while to clean the hallway.
yeah, I'd say we might just need to make a finding today and hold it until tomorrow.
Okay.
I guess.
Who was that guy that was on that whole? What was his name?
Okay, Mr. Munoz Valdez, here's your paperwork. Any other questions?
What about DUI and all that?
Let's take a look at that. I saw that out there. Oh, actually, you know what? That's in front of me right now. That's my next file. That's a new charge. I'll arraign you on that matter. You had a chance to talk to the attorney about that one too?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and read this police report.
Your Honor, I think I've been talking to the prosecutor about the case. If you read the probable costing, there is an issue about the elements driving.
Gentlemen.
We don't have the full police reports, we just have a probable cause statement.
Tomorrow.
I believe the prosecutor is gonna amend the physical control currently. I don't have an argument on probable cause on physical control. I think it does indicate that keys were in the ignition and that he was seated in the driver's seat. So we're not gonna argue probable cause on physical control. I am gonna tell the defendant now that the prosecutor, after he goes back to the office and reviews the police reports, if there is evidence of him driving, then he'll probably amend back to DUI. So from there, I think, are you amending to the physical control for today anyway?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Okay, thanks for that record, Mr. Huey. So, sir, what that means is the city's moved to amend the charge of driving under the influence to the charge of physical control. I do find probable cause at this point in time for that charge of physical control, okay? So what we'll do today is enter not guilty pleas for you on this matter. Are you going to apply for a court-appointed attorney to help you out?
Yes.
Good.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna have Mr. Rhett to represent you, okay? You do qualify for an attorney. You'll get information on how to contact him. Please contact him before the next court date, okay? We'll set that next court date for you, and I'll give you some conditions of release. What is the city asking for regarding conditions of release?
The city is gonna be asking for bail in the amount of $500, Your Honor, because of the outstanding warrant that's in Benton County. I know Mr. Hugh made a record on that, but all that I know is I see warrant out of that. His other case that he just resolved, it took a warrant to get him in on that, plus several kind of a little bit of a history of gunship here. So the city's gonna ask for $500 bail, and then just the standard DUI conditions to be
Okay,
imposed.
okay, thank you.
Your Honor, we're hoping that the probable cause statement in this particular case is, in my opinion, not very good. I did talk about the case. It's more like a physical control case, in my opinion, than a DUI, unless there's other facts that we don't know about. There is a defense, an affirmative defense, it's park safety off the roadway. There are no facts in this probable cause statement as to where the car was parked. So he may have a very valid defense, affirmative defense to the physical control, and he may have a very good defense if there's no facts, even if they net back to DUI, that there's no indication, even circumstantial evidence that he had driven there. They don't talk about he was the only person in the area. Officers don't articulate whether he's a registered owner of the car. They just say he jumped in a car, he was in the driver's seat of a car that was started. So there are a lot of defenses in this case. He has tried to take care of the warrants. He's been here his entire life. How old are you now?
24?
24. He's been here. He does have some record, but he's taken responsibility for the possession of stolen property. This is one of those things where I'm more advising him not to plead guilty on the DUI or currently the physical control, because there's just so many facts that are missing to prove beyond a reasonable doubt either charge. So we ask that you take that into consideration at PR. I know $500 doesn't sound like a lot, but if you look at his record, he has been in and out of jail. He's trying to get a job, but he indicates that he probably can't post any bail.
Okay,
And he doesn't have any prior DUI history.
okay. I've just reread that PC. To back up one step, I just reread that PC, and I don't know if based on this physical control amendment, if I can find PC for the driving while suspended third.
Yeah, okay. I totally forgot about the driver's license suspended third.
So,
For the same reason of driving, correct?
right, so it's a technicality at this point in time and doesn't necessarily affect anything, Mr. Munoz, but officially, I'm not going to find PC on the driving while suspended third charge, just so the city knows that and the parties know that. What that means, because the city amended to the physical control, I do find probable cause on that. So that means that I can set these release conditions. If you're going to violate these conditions, the DUI charge is what you would be held on and booked in on if you violated the conditions. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so just wanted to clarify that and make the record clear on that. So on count one, which is now the physical control charge, Mr. Munoz, I know the city wants some money posted in order for your release, but I'm gonna give you a shot. I'll PR you, sir, but if you miss one court hearing, then there's gonna be no warrant and bail. Okay?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Now, that PR is gonna be contingent on you having no new criminal law violations.
Well, I haven't been in jail for like 2 years. I was in rehab.
Just listen to it.
Okay, so no new criminal charges while this case is pending. Do we have a current address for you right now?
Yes.
Okay, what is your current mailing address?
1927 West J Street.
Okay, I see that's on the police report there. And I don't want you to drive without a valid license or insurance or ignition interlock if that's requested by the Department of Licensing. Do not possess or consume alcohol, marijuana, or non-prescription drugs. Of course, illegal substances, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now we're gonna make your next court hearing. I don't have a Monday chart in front of me, but do you wanna give me a good day?
Looks like we are going into March 1st.
Okay. It'll be March 1st, okay?
Okay, thank you.
It'll be at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 8:30. 8:30 in the morning, okay?
All right,
And
thank
would you
you.
like his traffic infraction stuff along?
Yes, let's track that traffic infraction, please. And I'm writing that, all those conditions that you and I went over, sir, I'm writing that as well as this next court date on this document. You'll get a copy of this, okay?
Okay.
This is his guilty plea. Then I see a Shergo Gallo.
I believe the rest refused to come up here.
Was it?
Okay, this is the refusal to come to court, so. Because he was previously found. We're gonna,
These two done.
I was just waiting for him to finish the hallway. And then we'll let the drive go again.
we can take a look at this. This document's changed too. Is there a place where I need to say that he's held without?
So I marked, over that there and refused to come to court, so all I need is. And did that on every one of them except for this one right here, which I prepared for Michael Mallon. I wasn't sure because of the situation.
Oh, okay. We can make a record on that one as well. Let's do these ones first. Next is Thomas Franklin. This is another refusal to come to court, so we'll continue until tomorrow's appointment. Hold without bail.
Well, it's, you gotta watch that too, because that's gonna be good. That's gonna really skyrocket. It's gonna, you're gonna get good money on it, but it's gonna go a lot. You're getting rid because once they have it, it's like all the.
And Austin Rogers is next, another refusal to come to court.
Yeah.
We'll continue that one until tomorrow, and then our last file.
And I did select an X's it because I didn't know. Given the situation.
Is that, can I see that? That's a big one.
Do we have the Mallon?
They're gonna do good, but it's gonna.
Is it right there? A lot.
I gotta take your money and run. It's gonna be, it's gonna be when to do it, you know, that's one.
And these are the ones we've called, so we're looking for. Mr. Huey, do you have the gentleman's file that was taken back? That we were-
And then can I actually read those files just for a minute? MPC was found previously on each one of those files. This is Michael Mallon. Oh, PC previously found on this matter too. Okay, I'm gonna mark him. PC previously found on unlawful trespass resisting arrest. This person defecated in the hallway previously, so we will continue his case until tomorrow. I'm gonna mark him as unable to appear in court. Let me make it a-
Is that it? Is that it?
Yep.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, have a
See
great
you
day.
tomorrow. All right, see you.